What time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, move on to treat, yeah. Keep listening.
There we go. Welcome to another edition of your show. This is the Wednesday edition. Margaret, why are you running off like that, girl? Maggie decided to bail. That's not cool. As we look at setting up, see now I'm good here. Now I need some batteries. Hey, Dragon, you want to grab me a couple batteries over there, buddy? We'll see how this goes. Sorry about all the hustle and bustle here. We've been working out some kinks, as Wednesdays usually involve a very good friend of ours, a man who wrote a book. This one, to be exact. Teams that swear by each other, not about each other. The great Adrian Blarzon, he's in Australia. Thank you very much, brother. And we talked to him about all sorts of things. I didn't even check the notes today, but I know we had some Olympic stuff I wanted to get to last week, and we couldn't get to it. But we did get some great video of Coach number one breathing and being able to see his breath in Australia. It was so weird. Maggie, are you going to come here? Before we get to that, as we continue to work on the fly, Margaret, come on. Good girl. Let's head on over to the Maggie Cam, shall we? As we had ourselves a lovely little day over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. Mike was in today. It's great to see Mike. And Leroy was not there, so Maggie was wandering around looking for her boyfriend. Leroy didn't make it into the shop today, but still had a lovely visit. Got some food for her, got to get some treats, got a bunch of stuff done. And it's always such an incredible time with our great friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. Again, Mike, Rochelle, Leroy, as well as Kirsten, Shar, and Chris, and everyone else. They are there to make sure you live your best life as well as your animal. Your pet also lives their best life. And that's what we're all about with our good friends at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. All right, what's going on over there? I know we got someone here. You going to come up? You're all dressed up. It's perfect. Yeah, mine's a little feedbacky too. We'll see how it goes. Let's see how it works. Before we head into Australia, we'll introduce a man who's been gone for far too long. He is a mainstay here. He is the brains behind everything. My sweet, beautiful man. And I'm just going to keep complimenting you till you come up and yell. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Mazer is back! Give it up for the coach number 2 with the slow walk. Hey, can we get him some music? Can we get him some walk-up music? Dun, 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 dun. You're going, why are you going backward? Oh, it's clicking and clacking, hey? It's clicking and it's clacking. They got nothing. Oh, these darn things. They get cut right out. Look at it. I lost the key. Then it's back and then it's gone. This is called engineering on the fly. If you ever wonder what goes on, what goes into a live show? Oh, there we go. There we go.
It was me.
No, we got it.
No, it was me.
You didn't do anything. Oh, and then it stopped. And now it's back.
But
and
no,
it sounds
it's
crystal
me.
clear. Why are you trying to say it's
When
you?
I fiddle with this, it goes in and out.
You're fiddling out
I'm fiddling out your feet.
okay, well, just leave it when it's on.
No, I'll just shut it off.
But then how are we going to talk to coach number 1? There's only one way to engineer this out. As we got my man LB in the booth today. Shout out to LB as he's problem solving all over the place. Engineering is a very hard thing. This is what goes on. You have to test different stuff. You have to try it out. We got coach number 1 here. We got good backup plans.
Like
hey, Hammer
making
Time Roofing, you
bridges.
see that?
Yeah.
Shout out to your buddy Kevin.
I did a screenshot. Your face was funny in it.
Oh, my face is always funny. I got what they call a real punchable face.
No.
What's that from? It's from a movie. It's very funny.
I've met some people that I'd like to punch in the face. You
I've
weren't
seen
one of
you.
them.
I've seen you.
You've
Look
never
at
seen me hit it.
in sports, not in real life.
I've never punched anybody.
It's coach number 2 hanging out. Are we going to try this out? I got something clicking and clacking. Let's head on out to Australia. Don't touch your volume anymore if you're the one cutting us off.
I'm not, like, here's the thing.
Oh,
It's not him.
It's me.
I am him. It's me. No,
Okay.
it's me.
LB. But we can hear you great, so that's a good thing.
I
We
can
got
hear
that.
LB. The best I've ever heard him.
Hey, let's see if we can hear AJ Belarjon.
Okay.
Off to Australia we go. I see him. God, he always looks good every time. I should put my rhino hat on. I have mine inside. I got the wrong hat on.
Can you unintroduce me?
I'd like to unintroduce everyone, coach number 2, as he leaves. Coach number 1, can you hear us?
Good morning, Gary.
Yeah. No.
Can you hear
That's a
me?
tough one. I can hear you a little bit. It's a very strange thing. We've managed to get through a lot of Zooms where I just pretend I hear most of the stuff that's coming through because sometimes I'll get it. But this one's a little bit tough. It's a little bit sharp. Give me some more. Give me a little speech. How are you doing today? How's the day out in Australia?
Yeah, good. It's Thursday morning. I'm getting pretty excited because it's supposed to be a high of 17 today, which means once it starts to hit 20, I can start painting my al fresco outside because it'll be warm enough to start painting.
Yes.
You guys can't hear me,
No.
can you?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, we can see your lips move.
Oh, man.
Can you hear us?
This is good, though. This is
Yeah.
good because LB's working through stuff right now. Our head engineer, the best in the business of what he does. He's going through stuff, so we'll keep talking a little bit.
One of the best conversations I've ever seen is when you guys were talking last week.
Yeah, and I just let him go.
And
I
you
didn't
let him
talk at
go?
all. Yeah.
I was pretty upset that you stopped it because it was a good conversation. It was one way, but AJ was just talking, and you'd like then ask a new question that had
Nothing
almost
to
like
do-
no. It was a terrible segue, but it was flowing nice because it's just like I'm going to ask you a question, and when he stops talking, you'll ask a new question.
He will appreciate this. This is for you, Coach
Okay.
Number. When I talked about the ale from your book, which I just love, and that's the process I've been doing with LB today. I asked him what the problem was. I listened, and now we're exploring a solution as we move forward on a live show, which is very exciting. Most people don't get to enjoy the technical side of things, but this has sort of become our big thing. What did you had something to say, right?
Well, just by nodding,
Here we go.
and I don't know if I'm using the words correctly because I'm not a word guy, but
he needs more audio.
epidemic. Who needs more audio?
LB, so give us a nice big answer here, AJ, please.
Okay, we'll test this out. So I don't know if this is an epidemic, but have you ever heard of the Queensland, Australia, or the Australian, but mostly in Queensland, mouse epidemic of the 80s and 90s, where there's millions of mice just, you've never heard that? It's one, I went on a rabbit hole
I've heard
once
of Queen.
Huh? I can't hear you.
Now he's getting it. We know it's bad. Mom's texting too. I can't hear him. Yeah, we know, Mom. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. You can't hear us either?
I can hear you, but
Yeah.
you guys can't hear me.
That was a
Oh.
little bit. That was a little bit.
Just breathe, AJ.
Don't just breathe. Sort of.
And kind of hear, yeah, you can hear him breathing.
Yeah, well, things are going. So you don't know anything about the big mouse pandemic of the 80s and 90s?
Epidemic.
Epidemic? Nothing.
No,
That's
you
too
should
bad.
watch that. I went on a rabbit hole once. I don't know why, and I found this thing out. It's crazy. There's like millions of mice just ruining crops, ruining everything.
You know
There's
what they
no
need?
purpose to that at all.
They need that mouse that bopped them on the head. Picking up the field mice and bop them on the head.
Oh yeah, Sharon Lowson Brown.
Sure, that's a good one. Look at me bored AJ into oblivion. It's
This is too
official.
bad. Okay,
No, it's all
Oh.
good.
Every time you talk,
Oh.
it gets so close to be in there.
it's good. I swear it's me. Look it. I play with this thing.
Yeah.
It's not me. Let's talk about the Olympics.
Here we
AJ
go.
can nod or shrug. Okay, what was
No,
your
we want him to talk. We need him to talk for this.
Well,
So
yeah.
ask him a question and then we'll go. We got
about
this. The Olympics.
I'm not very good at talking when there's a massive windstorm
It's
in
tough,
my
I
ear
know.
right now.
This is see now you're getting
Yeah.
a taste of
No,
what I
get
go
it.
through. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what it was like when you were numerous times. I'm just like, yeah. So
Like,
here, let's get this back
right.
on track here. I asked you this last week, AJ,
Mm-hmm.
and we couldn't really get to it because of what was going on. But I want you, because I know you've probably spent a week thinking good and hard about cities hosting the Olympics. It is. I've been saying it for years and years now. There is nothing comes from it except a graveyard of Olympic buildings. That's all you get. It's just a horrible investment. I still can't believe people do it. LA in 2028, like, come on, man. Good luck. Your thoughts on that? Is it worth hosting the Olympics anymore?
All right. Did you just hear wind or can you hear me at all? He can't hear me. I'm hoping
You just
Mrs.
shrug your
Nicole is
shoulders
letting
if you're
you
a
know if you
dum-dum?
can hear us or not.
Yeah.
I just heard a story 2 days ago about when the Olympics were hosted
Mhm.
in Sydney in 2000, and the baseball facilities were promised
Baseball
all
field.
this money, and then there was an extra, I don't know, $10 million. And they started building everything, and they said, "Oh, we got to cut the funding because we don't have enough money," and so then they couldn't build change rooms. So I think that's an example of where the Olympics
Yeah.
cost a shite load of money,
Right.
and you guys are just nodding as if you can hear me. Anyways, it's great to watch on TV. I don't think you'd want to host it unless you've got billions of dollars to lose.
There you go. I can tell that's going to be a promo. Said, I don't
Yeah.
know what else you want me to say about hosting.
Well,
We were close on that.
What I've noticed at the Paris Olympics, so they've have some unique settings. So some of the venues that they've made with the backdrop of the Eiffel Tower for the beach volleyball, and then the Temp Stadium for the 3-on-3 basketball. A lot of those things will get taken down after.
Yeah, you sort of add them into your
You
surroundings.
add them into the surroundings. So I think LA could play on that a little bit. But yeah, you look back and see some of those.
These should be cherished monuments, and they just let
Yeah.
them rot. It's ridiculous.
I find that more for Winter Olympics and stuff like that. Some of those places of way back when, and it's just overgrown with trees and not taken care of.
Some of
and-
it kind of beautiful in a way, right? I love a good natural grow. I let my
think-
this is my sweet move at the house on 4th Street. You'll love this, AJ. So I had a whole bunch of yard work. It was basically like a botanical garden in there. I had a pear tree, I had grapes, I had strawberries, I had all these incredible fruits and stuff and flowers all grow in the backyard. And it was so much work that I said, you know what? I read somewhere that a natural grow-in was like the new cool way to do your yard. So I just let my naturally grow in the backyard. And after about 5 years, it legit looked super cool because like everything just grows around everything else. And it looked like those old sort of Olympic stadiums, but it looks like a majestic in a way, like a Jurassic Park sort of vibe. It's a lot of fun without a lot of the work, which I always enjoy.
Kind of like you and your.
No.
Is that how you got your beautiful hair? Is what he said. Yeah.
It's a natural grow. I guess it's just like a thing I do. God, it's amazing. Okay, but we're not going to keep you because I feel like we're really not doing you any justice by doing this. But again,
What?
just like last time, we gave him like a couple minutes just to do a nice little spiel about whatever he's thinking or feeling. I feel like this is a good time to do that before we try again.
Wait, here's one, and we'll let him take the reins. So I'm a bit of a goofball, but you know how they say it's the journey, not how you got there, right, AJ, or something like that, or it's not the destination, but like what happens? It's the journey, not the destination, right? Or it's how you got somewhere, whatever.
nailing
But what
this
if,
question,
like, what
Bob.
happens when the destination sucks? So here's the deal. Jacoby's team, we went to provincials. We lost very badly, lost every game. And yeah, very sad. I hate when the destination sucks and I don't remember the good journey either. And so I was like, what did the kids learn this year? Absolutely nothing. They didn't learn how to be champions, which is the whole point, right? I'm just kidding, sort of. But yeah, it was a rough weekend. They're good kids. They just didn't put it together on one single weekend. And my question is,
Here it comes.
well, it won't be that deep, but just how do you, as a coach, not get so obsessed with winning when you're playing a game and the whole point is to win?
He likes that question.
That is a great question, Coach, too. I was just writing about this last night. So, as a coach, what you have to do, and this goes to life, if you're a leader at work, even a parent at home, is you got to look at how do you define winning and what kind of game are you actually playing. So let's go back to Jacoby. Jacoby's team is trying to win the game on the day. They've got 6 innings, they've got an opponent, they got to try and score more runs. And as a coach, you want to give them all the tools that you can and get them ready to win that game. But I think as a coach or as a leader, we're actually playing a different game. The game of teaching kids life skills, of teaching them resilience, of us growing as people to say, right, we don't need to get too worked up or too serious about a 12-year-old's baseball game. So I think the key to feel it with the destination, I think as a coach, you have to reevaluate and rethink, well, actually, no, what does winning look like to me? It doesn't mean that you can't try to win on the field. Like winning feels good physiologically, mentally, there's benefits to winning. However, you just got to think about what game am I actually trying to win as the coach and think bigger picture. So I know you guys can't hear me, so I'm just going to keep waffling on because there is 2 things I wanted to ask Gary today. One, and I guarantee because I'm using my hands, you guys are going to think I'm talking about something really deep. But first thing I wanted to ask was, Gary, do you have a perm? Second,
Do I have a perm?
Yes.
It is not a perm. What I do have, I have braids that keep the hair out of my face. And when I take the braids out, it looks like I have a real perm. The first time I did it, this guy thought it was an actual real perm.
No, I thought he was crimping his hair. Remember,
Right,
girls
he thought I
used to
was crumping.
crimp hair?
Crumping. I'm
That was
crumping.
beautiful. I've seen some girls bring that back, and I was just like, you know what? I like that.
Natural grow, AJ. Natural grow. That's it. It goes right to here. From here down, smooth as eggs. The whole body. It's just this. You gotta look manly at the top and then, smooth. What was the
So
other
can you
question?
guys hear me?
What's that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No,
We're
here.
0 for 2 on this one now. But I can tell you, LB's made a lot of progress. So, again, to him, as he's grinding in the back, we really appreciate you giving us some time. I know that we're going to have a good promo out of that. I can already tell. There was a lot of, whenever I see you laughing hard, I know we're in a good spot. So that's what I'm going off. I feel like this is a good interview.
I think what I took from AJ's advice just now is that you have to see the bigger picture for sure with kids.
This is deep.
You can't get caught up in maybe year-end wins or daily wins, but it's the growth that kids will have collectively. And that the one thing I did say to my kids, my kids, they're where you become a family in the summer with the team. But when it was my turn to speak to the team, the one thing I did say, and which I appreciated in some really tough games, is that we never gave up on each other. So I said, remember to never give up on yourself. Don't give up on your family. Don't give up on your teammates. And eventually you'll be a champion. So I would almost cry after that. It was pretty emotional, actually. It was pretty sad times.
I just
actually.
can't believe that you just used coach number 1 as a jumping point for you to answer your own question.
No,
that was incredible.
He said those. That's what he told me
the whole time.
No, he told me he was saying those words.
I
for
can't
sure.
wait till we watch and see what he actually said.
It was a normal conversation until you ruined it.
Hey, Adrian, we love you so much, brother. Thank you for giving us some time here each and every week. You're the best. We love and appreciate you. Have a great time and stay warm out there, buddy. Coach number 1. Give it up. Greg and let me do. Give him a clap.
Man,
it's hard, eh?
that was
I'm happy you
pretty
got a
hard.
taste of what's
the
going
deal
on.
with this
What's
thing?
the deal with these earpieces? I don't know, but I will say this. It's comfortable as all heck.
You know how I was speaking the one earpiece that had earwax in it?
Oh,
Guess what I just put in this one?
earwax.
Little waxy doodles here.
Okay, as the show rolls on, I love that dude, man. What a great coach.
He's great.
He's really awesome.
I hope we figure out our troubles here.
Oh, we will.
Sooner than later.
As a guy who spent over half his life in this business, I can tell you, an engineer's job is never done. And there's always so many different ways it can go. And we just got to work through them all until
Well,
we find it.
here's my question is, and it's not a criticism.
Can we walk up our next guest while we do it? Well, you didn't need to burp on the microphone. Gee whiz.
That was that was
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen.
that's
Yeah,
good.
go ahead. Yeah, introduce our
All
next
right,
guest.
let's get a little walk-up music. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him from the viewing room. You know him from working as a producer in the booth during this very show. You know him as the guy who sets up the lights. You know him as an expert when it comes to anything that involves education for the creative min. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Dragon.
The Dufferin Steamboat.
I was trying to quote your shirt. I know you're flexing right now. That's your school, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, can I ask you guys a serious question? Okay.
Always.
That's how I talk to people.
Oh, I'm so
I
happy.
make awkward eye contact.
This is
and
the
then-
this is the
Okay, here's the deal.
exact crew we needed for a day like today. A hump day, or it's like, man, stuff might not work. You two guys, you guys are my buoys, if you will.
Man.
If we were out in the ocean, I'd throw you guys to myself. to
Long
save
weekend
me.
hump days are the best.
Oh, yeah.
We've been live together before.
There's.
I don't think you guys have.
Yeah, we have for sure.
Are you sure?
I-
I feel like
I
Dragon would
can't
write about it
remember.
in his journal, and we'd know forever.
Yeah, I have
we
a
definitely
diary that I would have.
That's the one.
Like when we were when we were putting this all together.
No, we're talking about
the
on
first
air.
time-
On air together.
Oh, I thought you just meant like seeing
Dude,
each other.
you
work
guys have been
together,
around a
living
bunch.
flesh.
Yeah.
Dragon
Like on air.
and Coach Mazer on your
Hi.
show, the Wednesday
It's good to see
edition.
you.
It doesn't feel that different.
It doesn't.
That's
I
why this
can't wait
place
to
is
rewatch
special.
this.
We can't say as much.
Well, no, the problem is that Coach has been gone for so long. You've missed out on so much face when people are asking, where's Coach? Where's Coach? I'm like, well,
Nobody
he has a
asks
real job and he has a
Yeah.
living and a family and teams, and it's a lot.
Took some
People
time
do.
off.
People do ask about you. I know you don't believe me, but people want you here. That's why I keep bugging you to get in here.
Okay, can I ask my
Now
question?
you can, yes.
So if we're trying to set up AJ, who's halfway across the planet,
Literally.
or fully around, he's not halfway. He's halfway. He's on the other side of the world.
Were we aiming our satellite the wrong direction?
That's not the question. Is there not a way to test what's going on? Like I walked in
Yeah,
and you
we did
guys were
test.
playing
We did test.
Cookie Crumble or whatever it was.
It's called Super Smash Bros.
Super
bro.
Smash
Check
Bros.
out the Twitch stream, Dufferin Avenue Media.
I haven't got the Twitch yet. I
called
got to get
working.
on.
We're
on it.
working.
Well, you guys were working. I came in here. You're working.
And what was LB doing?
He was telling me
Working on the
to grab
Zoom.
some cinnamon
Yeah.
candies.
But we-
So the question you wanted to ask was to publicly shame us on the show.
That's what
No.
you're going
Playing
for?
video
Not-
games
not-
instead of working on it.
That's Dragon.
That
who won
is the
last
work.
one.
That's the whole point. You guys did perfect. It was the perfect thing to walk into. But we had someone on the other side of the world. Would there not be a way to test to see we're having these
And
troubles?
we did test with actually Mrs. B. Not Big B, not Little
She's
B,
in
but
Australia
Mrs. B.
too?
No, she's here. This is the process. You
So you just
you
talk
do
to
things
her?
until you find the problems and you work your way back. It's a long thing. Trust me. That's why we'll
I
never
just
be
like-
engineers. It's way too above our pay grade.
What was beautiful is like I was messing with this thing.
Yeah, and it kept
It had
cutting out when
nothing
you-
to do with
Yeah,
it.
no, you
But
thought it
every
did.
once in a while, I thought it did.
You should see how many times I've told LB, "Hey, I bet you it's this," and he just humors me. He's like, "Okay, yeah."
Well, anyway, I'm not shaming you guys at all. I just was like, was there a way to test? Oh no! Like,
It's falling apart. We're losing them.
can we do a fake live? Could you
No.
do a fake live? Oh, Maggie's angry.
Pretend
when
it's
I
an
get
What's going
Oh
on
my
down there?
god.
This place is going off the chains.
We could just like
Falling
pretend
down.
it like it's a live Zoom, but it's a pre-tape.
Yeah.
That's our
Anyways,
answer.
this is how we do things around here. It's always live, no matter what. That's what my dad said. He says, "Son, if you tell people you're going to go live for an hour each and every workday, you best be going live for an hour, no matter what."
I thought Gary Senior was in the room for a second.
Thank you.
I just had like hot flashes. That was so real.
My dad knows how to tune it up. It's always a good thing. So you got your question out. Now ask Dragon about his flight he took on the other
Oh.
night.
Dragon, how was your flight you took the other day?
It was great.
Great question. Great question.
Boom. That's it. Thanks for having me.
Where did you
on,
fly
yeah.
to?
Yes. So we just flew around Saskatoon. We just went for a tour.
Who was we?
I've done that before.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
super fun.
So my dad
Nice.
and his buddy Eric, who's a commercial pilot for WestJet.
Come on.
My sister and I went up in a like 6-passenger plane and
Super fun.
just like had a good time for an hour flying over Stoon and Blackstrap and
So
other
get
places.
this.
I've
So Dragon
Oh,
sends me a
right.
text saying, "Hey, your boy's about to go up in a plane." And what was my response to you?
Are we allowed to even?
I'll keep it PG.
Are we allowed
Gary maybe asked me if I knew if I had the biggest wiener on the plane.
I didn't ask you if you knew. I said you make sure that everyone else on the plane knows. You walk in there with a purpose. You're like, I know how to be on a plane. I thought he was walking like a commercial flight somewhere. So I thought it was a bunch of passengers. Turns out it's his dad, his uncle. It's like, probably not the best place to throw that one out there.
It's just like, yeah. And what if that was a real commercial flight? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, tell the
You just walk by each and
TSA?
every passenger and you say, listen, I'm the man of this flight.
I have a massive,
I'm
I have
the
a massive
captain now.
package,
Yeah,
and
I'm
you
the
should be
captain now.
afraid.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly why TSA exists. Actually,
So the flight was enjoyable?
it was incredible. Yeah, it was best flight of my life. Oh, it was awesome. I was laying down the entire time. It was
Laying
great.
down in a plane?
Yeah, because it's like a 6-person plane, but there's only 4 of us, and I'm
It's
in
like
the
when
back.
nobody shows up in your row.
Yeah. Well, I sent LB some photos too that we could look at. I don't know if they're
To
in
see
the
them, but
thing,
so you lay down at the back of the plane with no window.
No, there's a window, and the funny thing is, I had the door side too. So whenever we do like a hard
Oh, you'd be
left,
looking
I would
straight
be like,
down. Dude, honk.
that's crazy.
How sweet do the floors feel on those things? Because there's nothing there. It's just you just can feel the air.
Yeah, oh, it's
underneath the-
incredible. It was so smooth too. There's like no wind, and it was just incredible. I would say, I think obviously LB is getting his pilot stuff
our
done.
guy.
And he's
He's our Bruce Dickinson right
quite
there.
the aviation master, but
He's getting his flight schoolings.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's so close to the PP.
yeah.
Dude, he's in the
PPL,
class.
PPL.
Oh yeah, he's good at that.
And you
Personal
got to do
pilot license.
you got to do once you can go up by yourself. And
He
you got to
can.
log your hours.
He can. He's
we're
good.
taking a
He's
we're
already-
taking a damn trip.
That's what I keep telling him. But we
Guess-
can't pay him yet. You have to have a certain amount of hours before
No,
we can
he's
pay
paying
him.
for his license. He's taking us for free. That's the way it goes.
Yeah,
he can
and
do
I
that.
got it not. We're
Yeah.
going to bring the Dufferin
Guess
Avenue
what?
Media
So
Network out to the
Dallin,
world.
Dallin Miller.
Yeah.
You know Dallin?
Yeah.
Sweet Dallin.
Yeah.
Babyface Dallin.
Yeah. So does
Maggie
she.
knows
Yeah.
too. When he was taking his classes, he had a couple hours left, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to go for a flight?
Just a rip?
Like, just want to go for a rip?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Sure. Can I bring someone?" And Robbie Rogers was in town,
There's his name again.
and I was like, "Rob, do you want to go flying?" And he's like, "Where?" I was like, "Just around." And he's like, "Screw it, yeah, let's go." So we went, and yeah, it was really good. You kind of walk through. What's that hangar?
Hangar 18?
No.
No Megadeth
I forget
fans
what-
here, obviously. Tough crowd.
Anyway, you go through. I forget which hangar it was, but you go in. He checks in, and we just sign a sheet, like a little waiver form,
And
that
off
if we
you go.
die, and we're good.
I didn't have to sign a waiver.
You know, you have to sign something.
I didn't sign.
Not if
anything.
your uncle.
I've never signed a waiver.
Yeah, right. So anyway, so we go up, take off, and yeah, we cruise around. So this is like 10 years ago, but you started seeing all the different developments in the city, and it looks it was very enjoyable just hanging around. And he's talking to the maybe another plane, or he's talking to the tower, and yeah,
It's
kinda
very
neat.
cool.
Well, I think one of the cool things is obviously Adam has this love for aviation, but so do
excited
I.
for him to fly his places.
And I think that's something that we've kind of bonded over, not just like this movie stuff.
Your passion for
but-
Flight Simulator on the PC?
I've always wanted to get my pilot's license. Like
Do it.
I just haven't had the money, and I've been focusing on other things. But I always thought that would be really cool, just to learn how to fly, right? And so
You two should become snowbirds.
yeah, yeah. And then we can make documentaries about snowbirds and just be ultimate pilots.
Got you there.
Yeah, but it's just been something that I've always enjoyed doing, and I'm afraid of heights.
Ooh, so that's like extra.
But you're not-
You're
No,
overcoming
I'm
fears. I like
terrified
that.
of heights, but for some reason, the second the plane takes off, I'm just chill. It's just like it feels great. It's like this amazing sense of wonder just washes over you, and it's like
Well, because
incredible.
yeah, you're in the air, but you're not on the edge of a cliff.
Yeah, right. Well, I
You're
think
m-
what it is for me is
Tell us.
when you get like past 1,000 feet, right? You know, it's out
Yeah.
of your hands. You're gonna die either
Right.
way if the plane
That's
crashes.
where I was
right?
going with it.
So it's like it doesn't matter if I'm like 100 feet in the air or 10,000. It's
At
like
one point,
it's
yeah.
out of my hands. I can't do anything about this. So if we go down, we go down. So I'm
unless
just gonna
you're
enjoy it.
unless you're the
right?
pilot, then it's definitely in your hands.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But-
some serious pressure.
But
Well,
I've,
like when
never,
you're the
I've never had
passenger.
that pressure because
Yeah.
I've never been the pilot. So
That's
I,
why you go to
Fantastic.
school, boys.
I,
That's why you take the
uh,
classes.
yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter to me because I just enjoy being up there. So
One more,
I relate to that a lot.
one more thought on this.
All right.
As we had back in the old place, we had a aviation company in town come on as an advertiser, and they wanted to take me up in the plane. So I went up in the plane and I got to take off. And that was
To the
when I
great
first
white
learned that.
north.
And I told you this before. That was when I learned you steer with your feet and not actually with your hands. And so as we
Oh,
are
that's
gearing
just on
up,
the
we hit the
Flintstones.
thing. Well, I had no idea. And he's like, yeah, just so you know, that's what you do. So I'm like, oh, okay, this will be easy. So it goes, we're taking off. He hits down the throttle. And I go way too nervous, go hard right. So the takeoff was like this, and then up. It was like Launchpad McQuack. Remember from DuckTales? Or
Definitely.
Tailspin? Like it was the
Tailspin.
worst launch ever, but we got up there, and then he let me fly a little bit, but wouldn't let me land, because landing is way harder than taking off. And I'll tell you, I had no idea you steer with your feet. When
What
you're
was the
flying.
company?
We're not going to say any names, because we have some associations with this guy. I don't want to crisscross the applesauce here. Good
Oh,
people. They're all good.
Yeah,
people.
they're
What
great.
I
Yeah,
should
it
say
just
too.
took you up
I
there.
actually don't remember the name. That's why.
It's
I
on the
thought
tip
I
of
could
my
save
tongue.
some
I think I
time.
know who it is. Actually,
Yeah,
was
it
it
was
a
good.
They went to Northern.
I have no idea.
All
I
right.
don't remember a single thing except that I had a lot of fun learning how to fly a plane.
We had a grass runway, which I didn't know what's going to happen at first.
Where was the grass run? They got at the
It
airport.
was just outside of Clevet.
Oh, okay. So you're
Like, we
talking.
flew-
Okay.
We
Yeah.
flew private,
That's
like
cool.
hangars. Yeah, it was just crazy. Never taken off or landed on a grass runway, but what a weird feeling. You know how like taking off is already pretty shaky?
Yeah.
Doing
Throw in
it
some
on like
bumps.
molehills?
Yeah. Good luck.
yeah. Incredibly, just wild.
Can you guys review a series of war movies?
Yes.
Air America, Good Morning Vietnam. There's several grass runway takeoffs there.
Yeah.
Air America, you guys need to watch.
You just want a
It's
review
a
of the
terrible
runway?
movie. Just that scene.
That's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
legit. Yeah.
Yeah, just like a 15-second clip. Of
It's like
a
Uncle
review.
Brando used to do movie trailers reviews. He would just review
cool.
the movie trailer, and they were awesome. And then our boss
Oh.
hated them to the point where he said, "You do it again, you're out."
We should bring it here.
I'm
There's no
I keep
rules.
bugging him about it. It was amazing. It'd be like just on the trailer, and the boss would be like, "Well, I don't get it. Like, why wouldn't you review the actual movie?"
Because that is the whole movie.
There's a lot of conversations like that.
Adam, do you have those photos?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been
Can I see
stalling,
some
waiting
photos?
for these
Good.
photos.
Yeah.
As we continue, hey, check
I
out the
don't know.
Reset Boys on your show, the Wednesday edition. Hope you're doing great. We just talked with our good friend, Coach Number 1 in Australia, hanging out with Coach Number 2, along with Kenny Rogers, aka the Gambler, and the Dragon, who you know from the viewing room and many, many other escapades, including producing this very show. I love how you guys
I'm
are
impressed
just
with
stepping
these
up. It makes
two
me so
young
happy.
men.
Right? Thank you. I praise them all the time, so I think it falls on deaf ears now. But to hear from you might be a little bit special.
Well, I thought you were
That warms
just
my heart.
trying to.
Here we go. Here we go. We got pictures.
all right.
Okay, yeah, that's my
So
dad and
that's-
his best buddy.
I thought it was an uncle. Is it uncle or best
No,
pal?
like one of
They
his.
get
We call him
haircuts.
uncle.
They get
Call him
haircuts
uncle.
together
Sure.
too.
Yeah, twinsies on the haircuts.
Yeah, all
Look at
that's
that
down
beautiful
down Saskatoon.
sunset.
Yeah,
I
awesome.
like that.
How did you take that while laying down?
Well, I'm not like fully laying down. I'm just like doing this. You know
Look
what I
how
mean?
nice
Oh,
the
you're
bridges
reclined.
look.
Yeah, like reclined. Legs
You
up
almost
in
got
the
That
all
is
the
not
bridges
what I
in
was
town
picturing.
with that picture, eh?
Yeah, I like that photo. I think
That's
it's
a
a good
great
photo.
one. Oh, is that my house?
That's my house. Yeah, we
Look
flew
at that.
over.
Hey.
We did like 3 or 4 circles around my house.
I know
see
where
a
you
ball
live.
diamond.
Stonebridge.
Yeah. Just.
Oh, is that where the rhinos lose all the time?
That's the.
Or
I
used
don't.
to
I
lose, I
don't
shouldn't
love
say
the
now.
diamonds. Like
Yeah.
you,
They're way
it's
too
sweet that
big.
the diamonds
It's like
were
playing in
made.
the Oakland
Just
Athletics
no shelter at
Coliseum.
all.
Way
And
too
when that
big.
sun dies down behind Home Depot,
That's a great.
and you're playing shortstop or third base or left field, and
Thank
you
you for
can't
that,
see the ball
LB.
ripping
Very
at
well
your
done.
face.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. Good
Yeah.
shots.
Yeah.
You should be a cameraman.
Well,
Sorry, a photog, not a cameraman.
a photog. I've
A
always wanted to be a
photog.
photog.
That'd be
yeah.
good.
Yeah, no, it was an incredible experience.
I'm so
I'd
happy.
do
for
it
you.
100 times over.
Can't wait to be
It's fun when you
taken,
overcome fears.
treated.
Where should we go first when LB gets his PPL?
Ah,
How far can we go? Do we know how far we can go? Oh, depends
What
on
is
the plane.
okay?
can we go international?
Ooh, can we go international?
Big process. yeah.
Montana. Let's go to Montana.
Okay.
Let's
prior
go to Iowa.
approval, Pay fees. Let's do it. We're gonna take the show on the road. Maybe we'll have a contest.
Can we go to Iowa, please?
Maybe we'll have a contest, and whoever wins that contest, LB will fly us, and we will do your show live from your city.
Or from Field of Dreams movie site.
Oh yeah,
And-
Adrian. Did you hear our conversations AJ and I had about that?
No.
You know how much he loves Field of Dreams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Made your brother listen to it on tape.
Oh yeah, I've seen that
Yeah.
episode. Yeah.
Very good.
Hey,
He's
we-
talking about
speaking-
getting a football game in
Great.
Davidson.
Well, I was there
In the
on
Farmers
that show.
Field. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Well,
on
yeah.
that
You could go to
That's what you're
Davidson.
just saying.
That'd be cool.
How about we go to Minneapolis?
Well,
That sounds fun.
I don't think people want to hear us just say places that we want to go.
Why not? That's
Why
like
not?
you get
That's
to know.
entertaining.
You get to know.
It's called a
what
dream
people are.
for a reason,
'Kay,
Gary.
More so here. I know that you are afraid of heights. I just learned that today. I know you are afraid of crowded spaces
Or people.
or
Or
people.
leaving the house.
So imagine a crowded plane
judged.
flying 100 feet in the air. You two guys would be freaking out.
100 feet in the air?
Yeah.
I've done it.
Well, 100 feet in the air, like just like taking off at 100?
I think he means
And then
more.
just
I think
stand.
he's just talking about us being on a plane.
No, I'm just talking about what you guys don't enjoy. So I don't know what don't I like?
Annoying people.
I hate annoying people. But I think I am.
Yes, I
Earwax,
think we want it.
earwax.
Everyone. Yeah, you don't like earwax. LB has a short video for us of him flying if you guys would like to partake.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's go. Let's do this.
I love you taking the initiative, LB. Look at it. Here he goes. Millennium Aviation. That was the plane.
No, I love this. I think it's great, but don't you think you should have been like flying, not filming?
Yeah, 100% DuckTales. Can you guys hear LB?
You got the CD player from my car back in the 90s? Like a faceplate, man. You got to take that
Oh.
inside when you land.
Listen to this. It sounds like you're on the plane.
Yeah, I know. I have.
Oh, you got that going on? That's torture.
That's what I go through at every zoo.
Can we put Fortunate Son over this?
It is him. It is him. He is the fortunate son.
Yeah, that was cool.
That's how we sing it for LB.
So we don't get fined.
Well,
Yes.
I think
Copyright.
maybe LB can confirm this, but I believe I have first dibs because I've known him the longest. Well, not the longest, but I
My
knew
mother
him
has
as a
first dibs.
pilot the longest.
I think
Okay.
his dad gets first dibs, he said.
Oh well.
No, my
that's
mom.
fair enough.
Oh, mom. Well, mom and dad are the samesies.
Yeah, but like after
First
his
dibs.
After
first
it's
friend
me,
flight.
and then it's coach, and then it's Maggie, and then it's you.
what?
That's what he just said in my earpiece.
I agree.
Picked a bad day to wear my cat
I
shirt.
can see him shaking his head at me
Look at
right
that.
now.
He
He
looked
knows.
at me.
He knows number one first.
No,
You guys are,
Yeah,
hey,
there we
you know
go.
what? They are co-hosts of the viewing room. How's the viewing room going, man? That launch, you guys are hitting
Yeah.
big numbers for a new show.
Yeah, I did.
How you feeling? How's feedback?
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. I paid a lot of YouTube bots to watch it, and spent a lot of money making sure that we would get lots of views. So
you know what I did notice
it's
right off the
fantastic.
hop? 80 likes when I tuned in, 80 thumbs uppers, and only 20 views.
That's incredible.
When I tuned in, I was quick to do it. Like,
People
was
love it
posted-
so much they
They're
thumbs
just
up
like
without a watch.
they thumbs up without.
That's
That's
perfect,
next
yeah.
level
No,
entertainment.
That's not an insult. It's that as soon as they watch, because you got to watch a certain amount of time to get that view, right?
Nobody here knows how views.
I don't know how it works.
I
We
think-
spent
I'd
4
assume
months trying
so.
to figure
I
it
think
out.
But
it
someone
depends. The first view can be like a matter of seconds, but if you want to add a second view, you have to like rewatch and do whatever for a certain amount of time.
If it worked like that, then everyone would just do exactly what it should. Just get like 10 accounts and just view.
Well,
view,
it's because
view.
YouTube doesn't really go off of views necessarily when it recommends
Viewing
things.
hours.
It goes to
Well, I've
watch
heard about
time.
that.
So
Yeah,
so
silly.
your retention is what it's called, right? So if you
I
watch
got a lot of
10
that in my neck.
I got a lot of water retention.
if you watch
belly.
8 minutes of a 10-minute video, it's going to recommend to more people. But if you watch 30 seconds of a 10-minute video, it's going to think you weren't as interested, so it's not going to recommend it to as many people.
Man, it's almost
is that
like,
an algorithm?
It's an algorithm.
it's almost like that algorithm has a name. Have you seen this boy? Skynet.
Mm,
Oh. Did I do a good job explaining, LB?
I think you did good.
I love
Was
how
that
we all
solid?
looked
Did I
at,
sound smart?
we all looked to LB for approval.
Did I do a good job? Well, no, I
He
used
said, no, you're horrible.
to.
Dude, you're being real mean to Dragon today.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the movie ticket I just bought you and go twice.
Yes, okay,
What
tell us.
movie are you going to?
Okay.
Is this
So
for the
sneak
is this
peek.
for the
This is for the
show?
movie.
Yeah,
room,
this
yeah.
is for the show, the viewing
This
room.
is their life
And you
now.
paid
That's what
for
they
it?
do.
And I paid for it. Yeah, so it should.
So
come
wait
out.
a
I
second.
should be
If I buy
reimbursed.
you guys tickets and
Uh-huh.
give them to you, and then you go and then you have to review what I tell you to, that's a sweet game.
Oh yeah.
I'm game. Anyone listening?
Well, no, Coliseum Presents is already hooking our boys up because we are associated with Aaron and the team over there.
Oh, are you
Love
going to
Presents.
Coliseum?
They're awesome. That's our
They host a ton of events at the Roxy for us,
Yeah,
and
they're
we
our
just
crew.
absolutely
Right.
love it.
But what are you going to see this time?
We're gonna go see Deadpool and Wolverine.
Where is
Seeing
it being
that
played?
At the Cineplex.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. So over and above.
Hey, I'm just letting
All
you know
right,
what's
I
up.
won't make my own rules. Go
Well,
ahead.
I won't say no to any transfer if you want to send us to a movie.
Well, I'm not
and
going to
give us a
send you money because
suggestion.
I'm just going to see you guys at New York Fries having poutine, and I want to see you guys review a movie.
Question: what kind of poutine do you think they would get?
Huh?
What kind of poutine do you think they get? They have so many different flavors of poutines at New York Fries.
I go straight classic, but I have that California seasoning that it drizzles
Well, I'm not
all
talking about
over.
you. I'm saying what would they get?
I've never had poutine.
When I
at
think
New
you've
York
never
Fries.
had poutine.
I at New York Fries. I go for the hot dog.
What are you
I
guys
go for
doing
the hot
tonight?
dog.
What are you guys
It's so
doing
good.
tonight?
Hold on a second.
We're gonna go to a
New York Fri-
movie.
It's not like it's Orange Julius, dude. There's only one place that can be awesome at hot dogs, and that's Orange Julius. New York Fries can't be that good.
What?
Is that just a true thing?
If
New
I
York
go to
Fries
Co-
is a
if I
good
want
hot
if I want a
dog,
good
yeah.
hot dog, I go to Costco. But New York Fries
Whoa.
does fantastic hot dogs
I've
and
been
fries.
missing out on those hogs.
No offense,
And they have
Costco. The
great
buns
onions.
got to be
Onions are
toasted.
great on the hot dogs. They do a good job.
Do they look at you funny when you order a hot dog at New York Fries?
No, in fact, they don't at all.
That's awesome.
I'm a
They
huge
say-
fan of the Fuddruckers.
They say $16.50. How would you like to pay?
Is that true? Cool. See, we ask him everything. We're always looking for LB's approval.
I just like when I set my alarm at night. I'm like, I have to text LB and ask, is that the right time I have to wake
Is this
up?
when I have to be up?
He's like, I don't know your schedule, and I'm
Yes.
like, perfect.
I love you.
Yeah.
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 So back to Wolverine and Deadpool,
In that order.
and who else is in that? Who makes that?
Everyone's in it.
Jennifer Gardner.
No. No.
She's not in it.
No. Just zip it.
Oh,
he
they're
hasn't
spoiled.
seen it.
You're
Seen
spoiled.
He
what?
hasn't seen it. The movie.
I haven't seen the movie either.
Okay, but there's spoilers for that stuff. So just
Someone was spoiling me.
people at home haven't seen it. So just
I got spoiled.
yes.
Oh, I thought that was just the trailer.
No. So we're
Someone
not gonna
spoiled
talk
me.
about
The
it.
same thing
We're not
happened to
gonna
me
talk
as well.
about it.
I legit,
At all.
but that was the first one I was going to say because she's got those Raphael hands.
I don't want to ruin anything, but
Size.
my favorite
Matters.
My favorite character
just, Adam,
in Major
plug your
League is
ears.
Willie Mays Hayes.
Yeah,
Oh.
obviously. I know exactly what that means. That's the funny part.
Okay,
if you
well,
guys know your Major League at all, you know exactly who's talking about. Swing.
Just there's a lot.
Fanging and banging like
just-
the Brood.
If you haven't seen it, go see it.
You've
'cause
seen it?
I've seen it twice already.
I'm
so
supposed
you're
to
gonna
go
go again?
I went opening night with my friends, and
I'm
then
going to text my Uncle Kev right now.
I went on Tuesday of last week to see it again
Mm-hmm.
because my other buddy wanted to go, and I was like, okay, sure, I'll go with
Is
you.
that good?
And I have like the Cineclub thing, so I get like free movie tickets and stuff. So I was like, let me use my free ticket on this. So I went for free, and then I bought some tickets like an hour ago to go see it again with LB, and
So exciting. I just texted Uncle
When are you guys
Kev.
going?
Uncle Kev,
$6.50
sent
Tonight.
your text.
tonight.
Let's go, Gary.
I can't go tonight
Why?
because I have a meeting at 6 o'clock.
With whom?
Wait, well, not at $6.50.
Well,
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
it goes 6 till 8. It's a blocked off time that I have that I have to honor.
I respect that.
Yeah, it's a thing, and I got these little daily meetings with a bunch of people from the business that we
And
have certain times
Instagram
to get in.
reels for the other hour and a
My
half.
point is
Sound
that
like an adult.
I know I hated saying that. My Uncle Kev wants to go. He's got no one to go with, so I just text him right now. When are we going our Deadpool date?
Invite him tonight. Come with us. We can go like. the
Hey, Uncle
bros.
Kev, you want to go to a
The
Deadpool
bros
with
going
these
to Deadpool.
viewing room bros?
Do you remember the Pocket Dwellers? Come with us. Come with us.
Why does that sound familiar?
They were like Lydia's
Were they a band?
Rosencrown. Yeah, they were like a
Yeah.
live instrument,
I love how you
band,
dropped
but,
the Rosencrown. I haven't been there in years.
but hip hop vibe. Pocket Dwellers.
That's what it
from-
was. Local hip hop scene.
from, like,
Shout out to the
Ontario.
local hip hop scene. A local hip hop scene from Ontario?
Well, I think they're from Ontario and they toured over here. I think
So they performed here. I got you.
they performed here. I don't know if they're from Toronto.
That's practically
That's
local.
As we continue on your show, it is the Wednesday edition, hanging out with Coach Number 2, along with the Dragon. You know him from the viewing room. You know this guy from Dude Podcast, which is supposed to
don't.
drop for
You
over a
don't.
month now. It's still on the waiting list as there's some audio issues. Maybe we did get copyrighted.
I talk too much.
No, maybe you got copyrighted for your incredible voice.
A lot of singing on that thing.
I would strike.
Half
your
of the
voice. It's
show
so
is singing.
beautiful.
And so get
Yeah.
this. This is the best part of the Dude Podcast.
Mhm.
Network Ryan says, okay, are we going to put this one audio as well? And I had to chuckle. He goes, what's so funny? I said, I don't think the audio only version of that show would make any
Translates.
sense. It wouldn't at all.
No.
Because it's just 100 edits of like the funniest parts of each conversation that we have, and just if you're not watching it, you'd be like, "What?"
It would
the
sound
hell is
like a
going
skip
on?
CD.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
That's what it would be.
Remember when CD players first came out and you could just listen to the first 5 seconds of every song on the album? Do you remember that? No, you don't, because you're
There was
12.
a setting for that.
Okay. There was a setting.
Yeah. He's not wrong. It's okay.
What?
You don't need to like. Oh, he wants to get a debt. He thinks he's Jim from The Office.
No, what he's doing is I called him 12.
Oh, he basically is. What are you like 5 years older than 12?
Yeah.
No, sorry, 6 years.
Yeah. 6 years, dude. You know,
12 plus 6.
You're wrong 14 times.
Okay.
You know what's
7. He's
sweet,
19.
though?
He's 19.
like since the time that he's been 12,
Yeah.
my adult
you've been
life
47.
has passed by. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I lost
I've
my
been like-
30s.
Yeah.
They just disappeared. Hey, I literally gave a decade of my life, and I had nothing to show for
I'm
it.
so happy
horrible.
that when I finish my education, you'll be retired. It's gonna be fantastic.
When you finally get your pilot license.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we'll do that for your graduation.
Can I
Young
give a
grad.
shout
Yeah,
out?
you think so?
Can I give a little show?
Always. It's your show, man.
It's my show. It's your show.
I'm
We'll
gonna
never
shout out
learn.
my shirt. Check out Brutus the Barber Beefcake. That's my cat.
So the Edgerton family, my wife, no, not my wife. My wife came with me because she's my wife and my
That's
kids.
a good wife you got.
So we had on my mother's side of the family, the last name Edgerton, we had our Edgerton family reunion a weekend, not last weekend. That's why I couldn't come hang out Friday.
Yeah, I missed you.
But it was amazing. But what's crazy is some people haven't seen each other for 22 years. Probably. So we're planning to do another one in 2-3 years, but there was just the way life goes by and the way you get committed to certain things all over the place. We haven't seen a lot of people. It was wild. But you know what's beautiful about kids? So my kids were there, and my cousin Jordan, my cousin Carly, all of our kids are the same age. I don't think they've ever met together, but they're just like instantly we're family and we're hanging out.
Did they notice any similarities in between them? Like, could they tell they were related? Like, was there any like similar laughs or like any like humor or anything, or were they just
There's a
polar
wide
opposites?
reach. on
Well,
that
that's why I
side of
ask.
the
I'm just
family,
like I'm curious, like a cat.
no
Any sort of instant family, instant best friends. the way it's
instant best
supposed to be.
friends. Yeah, there wasn't. Yeah, I don't think there's like as far as appearances and stuff like that. No, it's funny. It's fun when you see maybe my cousin Carrie, her son Preston looks like his uncle Devin,
Yeah,
who
that sort of thing.
that sort of thing. Yeah, and so Devin lives in the States. He lives in close to New Jersey.
Jazzy.
Is that how you say it? There's that Boston,
Boston.
New
Jazzy.
Jersey. Anyway, lives close, and his kids live a little bit way. But anyway, I was there. I haven't seen them. I was like, "Oh, is this one of your kids?" And the dude's like 20, and he's like, "No, that's Preston." I was like, "Oh, damn."
That's my adult. Is that
Yeah.
what they said?
I didn't mean to kill this whole show for
Boy,
this,
oh
but
boy.
yeah, a little shout out to the Edge,
That's a
like
good
family
shout out, man.
reunions, man.
It's a showstopper right there. That shout out. That's great.
How about the
What's deal
family?
with family reunions?
What's the deal? No, wait. Corblund family reunion, amazing song. Are you gonna sing it?
I wrote my new song on a $5 bill.
That's it.
That's it.
Won't be able to use it until you ride out of the tractors. Core Blood. I haven't listened to Corby in years, not since the Smalls. You want to get some real Core Blood? Go get dan.
Yeah. You know what's fun? Listening to his small songs, but in Corblund country style.
That's fun.
That's fun. He
Do you know
does
what?
that every
One of
once
the
in a while.
coolest. You want to talk about fun? As we're just shooting the poop here on your show. Compilation albums, All Out Angst podcast. We're going to get into it next week, along with some other cool stuff. Every Thursday it drops. Episode 5 will be dropping tomorrow, as we are currently writing a punk rock song with Uncle Mike from All the Products and Matt from All the Bands.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to get into compilation albums and how that sort of formed how we listen to music, where you get your Fat Records album or you get your
Punkorama.
Punkorama albums and Honest Don's Welcome Mike and all these different ones. The songs you like the most, you look at who sang it, then that was the band, and you go and buy their actual CD. It was how we grew our playlist. And one of the songs released by Fat Records, the great Fat Mike, was an album called Short Music for Short People. Now, short music for short people is very special because it's 101 songs and they're all 30 seconds long. We're talking Guar's on there. We're talking No Effects is on there. We're talking every band that you love. Blink-182 is on there. All these punk bands. And they have so many funny songs on there. So many. I highly recommend it. Short music for short people. Look it up. It'll change your life forever. It was the coolest compilation album of all time.
Do I sound better with two mics?
I don't know. Our engineer might be upset with it. And you should be too, because you are also an engineer. Do you think that would work?
I've always wanted to try this on the show. Do you
LB,
think?
how's the double mic look over here?
Well, he's giggling, so I'll take it.
Yeah. I think he said that he doesn't like you anymore and he wants to fire you.
Take your mic.
That's the first thing that he's actually nodded to me since the show started. He's like, yeah, that's about it. Oh, do you guys ever have compilation albums?
Yes, I had one of my favorite compilation albums was
Besides the Canadian one. that
a
everyone
ski
liked.
boarding journey. Remember ski boards when they first came out, late 90s?
Ski boards. Tell me
ski
more.
boards. Ski boards are like skates combined with skis.
Our boy
combined with
Cato
snowboarding.
had those, didn't he?
I don't know if
I
Kate
think
had
Cato
those. He
was the
might have.
only guy rocking those on one of our skiing trips
Skiing
at
trips?
Table
Table
Mountain.
Mountain. Why Rogers again? He did once.
I love that. Why is he not on the show yet?
I don't know.
Did he return our
lives in
call?
Canmore. He gave me a text. He's like, "Did I miss an opportunity to be on a show?" And I was like, "Oh,
Mr.
so
Rogers,
you know of it?
let
so
him
that's
know.
nice."
We'll get him on.
Skiboarding journey. So it had.
What was the theme? Like what type
It
of
was
music?
just some dude that liked to skiboard, and just his kind of a eclectic.
So it's not songs about skiboarding. It's
No,
songs
no,
to
no.
listen to while skiboarding.
So yeah, it was just
Gotcha.
his playlist essentially, and so there was like Jurassic 5 was on there, and Millencolin I think was on there. There was
We
some
be the Who, the Guess Who, the J-U-R.
Yeah, so it's just like a
SIC,
crazy
where in
mix
the
of
place to be,
music.
We don't stop. Got the rhythm that makes your finger snap, crackle, pop, pop. Sorry, I ruined it.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Jurassic 5, man.
Jurassic
Remember
5.
Tuna Fish? Tuna Fish. Tuna
I'm
Fish
gonna
and
look
you
it
and
up.
I, T-Y, do or die.
LB,
Sorry.
can you?
I want to hear, because
Can
we
you
are
attest to
technically supposed to
this?
be playing out here right away. We've got a couple minutes left. You, young man, have you ever owned a compilation album of any sort in your very young life?
I don't.
Have you ever owned a CD before?
Yes, I have some awesome CDs actually.
Have you ever owned a best of CD, like say Gord's Gold, one of the best of CDs of all time?
I
Great
had
Gordon Lightfoot.
a best of like Elton John.
There you go. That's a compilation
But,
CD.
oh, well, there
It's
we
a
go.
single artist compilation, but still it's a compilation CD. So you have an idea of what we're talking about, right?
But, yeah,
You just don't have any input on it?
I just don't have any.
But I mean, he's made a playlist.
I was
You've
just
made a
enjoying you
playlist.
watching you sing.
We're
and
too
you-
far in the past for him. Hey?
No,
That's
no,
the
we're
problem.
not. Because there was an episode where you were talking about a playlist that you had made,
is
and
true.
he started running down the list.
It was just Tuesdays Gone over and over again.
No, it was like my most listened to songs on
Yeah.
Spotify, and I don't know.
By the way, you can catch this show on Spotify and anywhere else that you get your audio-only podcast.
I've messed with the mic. Here, I'm going to go through my. This will give you a taste of what Dude Podcast.
Hold
is all
on,
about.
everyone. Buckle up.
Here's a list.
Here we go.
Don't go rush out and buy this album on Amazon for $26.28 and $15.99 delivery before August 15th. But you might want to. Track 1, Mighty Mighty Warrior by Mo Thugs. You don't know that one.
No,
now
I don't.
that's why you get a compilation.
Now
and
I'm
they led
intrigued.
with that one, right?
Okay.
Wow.
Then a song called Playa Haters by Master P.
Yeah, I get that.
Superstar Punami by Sublime. And Some You Lose, 1 Minute Silence. Champion, Grinspoon.
Is this your skiboarding?
This
comp?
is my skateboarding
Okay,
comp.
good.
Enthused, Blink 182.
Oh, I love that song so much.
Geronderer, Rubberneck.
Enthused from the Dude Ranch. It's so good.
Liza, No Effects.
Oh, man. That's Pistol Pete's favorite.
Remember
NoFX
when I
song.
said Millencolin and Jurassic 5?
Liza,
Neither on the
Liza,
album.
Liza, Liza.
Okay, Do You Believe? The Beat Nuts.
Sure.
That's
oh,
where I
thought you were
got
gonna say
mixed.
Cher.
That's where I got mixed
Do
up
you
there.
believe in
And
the
then
beat
Hieroglyphics I get mixed up with Jurassic
Pyro,
5.
y'all. Yeah.
Hieroglyphics. So The Who, Dog by a band named Fat, Rip Rock by Cannabis, Set It by Corrupt. Those are some big things.
This is a classic like
What
late
If I,
90s. early-
Pennywise to close out the
Ooh.
album. So that was my big one.
See, and that made, do you know what that made me think of was it Face to Face? What if I'm right and you were wrong? What if you knew
Face
it
to Face.
all along?
What if I figured out that I did not belong?
Do you own this?
I own it. You want it?
Yeah.
Dragon.
might
That's
have
going
it
to
in my
magically
truck.
take you back to the year 1999, buddy.
Yeah. I loved that year. It was so comfortable for me.
It was.
Was it a womb year?
No.
It wasn't
a
womb
year.
Yeah, it was pretty close to a womb year.
There's
Okay.
no way.
Well,
Only about 4
you know what,
years
guys?
off.
I figure we can probably play our way out of this one as we probably have a little bit of work to do here.
Look at the only review. It's a 1 star.
Okay, let's read it.
Okay, hold
Yeah,
on. Wait
up.
till the piano starts. Wait till the piano
right.
starts. Let's get the Frankies going. There we go. All right. We now have 2.5 minutes, my friend. Read away.
Okay, ready?
This is a review of the ski boarding compilation album.
At Doug Larson, 1 out of 5 stars. This is horrible. This is a
spelled wrong. HORABLE.
horrible. Horrible. This is a bad, very bad CD, even though the songs are good. Think about the title, SB1 Ski Boarding Journey. This is a ski boarding movie, and it was the worst thing ever to be made. I tell the truth, my friends. This is only a goodbye. Is you are one of those stupid ski boards. Trust me.
So Doug
Horrible.
is the other guy that was ski boarding with Kato.
Yeah, Doug hated it. He fell hard.
Not like he had one bad run.
He got cut from the movie. And
You know, I'll tell you this.
oh, it was
as a
a
guy-
movie. It was a skateboarding comp.
Yeah, like it's just like the skate
like
combo CDs and
Yeah.
VHS that we used to watch. I did snowboarding for the first time ever at Whitefish at the Big Mountain, Whitefish,
Mhm.
Montana. I went up the bunny hill, and it took me like 3 hours to make it down, and I fell so much that I pooped my pants. And I had never tried snowboarding again. That was when my snowboarding dreams died.
You know, I was listening to Uncle Mike yesterday on the show, and he was talking about water slides and how they don't hit as well.
Yeah.
Maybe that wasn't yesterday.
It was.
Okay.
Yeah, he was here.
I've been a blur for 2 weeks, so I don't know,
I know,
where
it's
I
all
am.
good. We
So,
got like,
and
we got
things
like
don't
45 seconds.
things
Or
hit
we're
you differently.
playing right now.
We're playing.
Oh.
We're playing. Yeah, I told you guys. Keep going.
So
He's talking about water
I'm playing,
slides
the,
not
I'm
being
playing
good.
the piano with drumsticks.
Awesome.
It doesn't hit the same.
Yeah.
And then what did you just say about doing something just now? What did you just say?
I don't know, man.
You cut me off. Why do you cut me off?
I
That's
get
my
all these
fault.
ideas.
I didn't know we were.
You guys
I
are so
wanted to know we
distracted.
were playing.
Well, I'd like to thank you both for being here today.
That's the
This is
worst.
great. Thank you to Adrian, coach number 1 in Australia. Did a great job. Can't wait to hear what he said. I'm going to rewatch this one, get some promos.
You know what's
Do
not
not forget.
horrible? Your show, Monday to Friday,
Live.
4 p.m.
Karma, you guys. Very, very, very real. Start doing good things, and those good things will start happening to you. We have to say that each and every episode because it's so important. I want to be able to leave the house again, and I can't right now because the world's too scary. So I'm going to make it better. That's the gist of it.
You should get into boxing, but fight females.
We'll talk about